Yes,
That
welcome
just
back.
showed our age. So sorry. That did. Only certain people will know what you just did as well. That's crazy.
Actually disgusting.
Crazy.
Welcome back.
Woo!
I'm dressed as a Pokemon trainer today.
And I've got my Scorpion t-shirt on because I'm a Scorpion. Describing our t-shirts. What do you?
God.
Look, and we're both wearing white and red.
Oh, we are.
I never wear red.
And I wear
I'm
red a
not
lot.
really wearing red. It's literally the tiniest
Yeah,
little
but-
red Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
quite
was
good.
purely accidental.
We didn't.
We
Yeah.
didn't plan none of this. None of this is ever planned.
Yay.
Just so you guys know, this is all off the dome. That's why sometimes you hear me say some dumb stuff. Saskia certainly says dumb stuff. Jasmine, you might hear in the back, she says dumb stuff. She types dumb stuff.
We're all dumb. Welcome
man.
to Frame of Mind.
Yeah, welcome. It's been another fun week of life.
Yep.
And we're
Love that for us.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, boy.
Sun shining.
I'm lying.
Kind of.
I'm lying? I'm lying. It's not
You're
really fun
lying.
week.
It's just hearing it.
Life's never fun until I reach 1 million. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I passed some really nice houses on the way here today. And I was like, where am I? I had to screenshot the sat nav because there was a bit of traffic. It took me
Yeah.
around. I had to screenshot to see where I was because I want to go back on Google Maps
Yeah.
and pre.
Do you know what I used to do that with Christmas lights?
What, like, if you're
When
going through a
people had
neighborhood that's-
serious Christmas lights. Like my mum would be like, "Oh my god, what neighborhood is this with
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
Christmas lights?"
See?
Yeah, I get
See?
it. Yeah.
But this is a way for me to manifest where we're going to move to. You know what I'm saying?
All together.
If we could do that.
Can we all come? We should get a private road and everyone have a house on a
Private,
private
road,
road.
would be elite.
Yeah, just do you know? Yeah, me and my friends have always said we wanted to do that. Like, pay for a certain amount of land
Yeah.
and all build our houses
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
apart on that land. Dreamy.
That's what there's a rapper, Boosie.
Oh.
He owns like a big mansion.
That's sick.
But literally, he owns an insane amount of land behind it, and he's built 4 houses for his children back there.
Vibes.
And he's in the middle of building some other houses.
See?
It's crazy. He's got a neighborhood essentially.
Yeah. Sometimes when I look too far into it, though, I'm like, oh yeah, like we can have our own little community. It's kind of like a little cult.
But not a dangerous cult.
Yeah, a good
We're not
one.
just swallowing pills and committing unaliveness. You can't say the other word on YouTube, so. So yeah, we're not unaliving ourselves.
That's funny.
But yes,
Yeah.
today's topic is Saskia.
Being the villain in someone else's story.
And you know what they say in that Batman movie, which is a great quote? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I really wanted to get a tattoo of that. I actually had my missus helped me with that. I'll show you. Clean concept.
Sick.
But yes, being a villain in someone else's story. Not everybody comes to terms with that.
Come to terms.
People have to realize sometimes you are the villain in the story. Are you the villain the entire way? Possibly not.
Yeah. Or you're a villain, a one-sided villain.
She's spitting.
Hey! Okay, so tell me what it means to be a villain from your perspective.
From my perspective, in a relationship standpoint or a friendship standpoint, or just
Just a general villain.
just a general villain.
There could be a lot of angles to it. So, what would your first thought of being a villain in someone else's story be?
Definitely, obviously, the most obvious one is doing someone dirty, and it
Right.
I would say intentionally doing someone dirty.
Yeah.
Like, this is gonna harm someone in some physical or
Yeah.
emotional way, and you still go
And
and
you've
do
made
it.
that choice. Yeah.
That is a true villain.
Okay.
Obviously, if you didn't intend to hurt someone, then that now it's up for debate.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when people do things, they always say, "Oh, but I didn't mean to hurt you."
Yeah.
But you knew it was going to hurt them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've heard that one before.
Okay.
Thrown at me, and I'm like, bitch.
Okay. I think my one is probably like my interpretation for me is probably being honest.
That makes you the villain, though?
In some people's story. In someone else's story. Not for me.
What are you being honest about?
You could be honest about a lot of things. Like you could be honest about what could I say? You could really and truly, you could be honest. Somebody could ask you a question, or like, does this look nice?
Yeah. Hell no.
Your honesty.
But I don't think that's a villain though.
Yeah, but to them, like everything you're being
No,
honest about, like to me, that's not being a villain, no.
Yeah.
But in someone else's story, I'm the bad guy for always being honest.
Yeah.
Because
no,
they
I
don't
hear
like
that.
the truth.
I hear that stuff.
Do you know what I mean? So
I
like
do
it's
get that.
it could be in many.
I feel like that's more of a woman thing though. Where
Yeah.
especially like what you were saying, does this look nice? And then they say no.
Yeah.
Oh, Sasuke,
yeah, boy,
Sasuke
yeah,
never
yeah,
thinks
yeah,
I
yeah,
look
yeah.
nice. Right?
See, I'm the villain because I
Yeah.
never think they look nice.
Yeah, but
in their world.
reality, you're actually looking out for them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you
Yeah.
go the right direction.
No, I
So
hear
that's
that.
what I
remember,
like.
like a friend of mine. I can't remember which one. It was a really good friend, but I can't.
Yeah.
remember.
Too many.
But he was asking for some advice on like fashion.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm very fashionable.
Yeah.
Debatable. I don't know. Sasuke's hating on me. Jamie, if you want to put the camera on her. Yeah. Feel awkward. So, but he was asking for some tips on what to buy.
Yeah.
But he's built a lot. Shaq. That's who it was. He's built a lot bigger than me. He's stronger than me. He's like, his physique is different.
Yeah.
So I had to say, like, bro, you can buy the same things I wear,
Yeah.
but it just won't fit you.
It won't be the same.
So-
it won't give you the same look.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, he showed me something. I was like, nah, bro, that ain't it.
Yeah.
But because me and him are like brothers, it wasn't like, oh, he's hating on me.
Yeah.
It was just like, my G,
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he
That's
went
right,
and
yeah.
bought some other stuff that actually suits him. And now, because that's what fashion is. Sorry, we're going on a tangent, but that's what fashion is. It's just about
How it fits your
how
body.
it fits your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things that fit me in a specific way won't fit other people in a
Yeah.
specific way and look different. So,
Yeah.
but yes,
Great.
that's the fashionable villain.
At least you're a fashionable
Cruella.
one. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Cruella. Nah,
Have you
she's
seen
a
the
villain.
movie? The
What,
one with
Cruella?
Emma
No.
Stone?
No.
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 That's actually a great Disney movie. I can't lie.
Really?
They
I
did
haven't.
very well.
I haven't watched it. I was,
They did very well with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
I
like
will.
she's not Cruella up until like the last quarter, I'd say.
Okay.
But it's her like lead up.
How
into
she
being
got there.
Cruella. Yeah.
See, I feel this is what people need to do more often because
Backstory.
people become a villain, but why?
That's crazy. This relates.
Why have you become a villain? That's what it's really about. Because I feel like people are not bad just for bad sake.
Some
not
people are,
always,
though.
not always. Psychopaths, but not always. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like when you're thinking about school, like
Yeah.
oh, the bully became a bully because they were bullied. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like there's always some kind of storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah, go on. I know you're looking. Your eyes are telling me you're ready with that one.
No, I ain't got much to say. I'm not gonna lie. That was she was on point with that shit. That was it. That was it. And that's like just like Cruella. You know, they was hating on her fashion, and she had to be the fashion boss.
Yeah,
I
which
don't know about all them Dalmatians she was trying to do things to
Yeah,
in the
really,
cartoon.
yeah.
Leave my puppies
just
alone.
power in it.
Yeah.
Over something that's controllable. Power.
Which is some people need to relax when it comes to power.
Yeah.
But yes, should I start with the scenario?
Let's do it.
All right, so today we have a little back and forth. I've got
Yeah.
two scenarios that I wanted to get a little bit of perspective on, and they kind of relate on being a villain. Or you can put it in that way anyway.
Yeah.
So let's start with this one then. Today I gave up on sex with my wife. What an intro.
That's a start.
It is.
Okay.
This is my version of a story told many times before. I, a 27-year-old male, am going to stop initiating sex with my wife, a 25-year-old female, because she never initiates. When we do have sex, it's only because I asked, and there is nothing sexy about it. All of my sweet talk, subtle
shouldn't have laughed.
gestures, etc. get me nowhere. I absolutely understand that sex is not the be-all, end-all. We are extremely compatible, and she is my best friend. I have heard the phrase, my partner feels more like a roommate, and that has helped me understand what I am feeling. She has expressed before that sex doesn't hold the same value in a relationship that I believe it does, which hurt to hear, but I have to respect her opinion. Before you comment, talk to her. I can assure you I have. We have had this discussion about every 6 months, where I admit that I am sexually frustrated and wanted to talk about this in a completely neutral environment. Normally, the conversation leads to her crying, and I apologize. She says she will be more open to initiating, which never happens. I'm ashamed to bring this to Reddit, but I need a third-party opinion. I love her so much, and I am hurting. So, who is a villain in that?
Him in her story.
So,
I don't think he is in the grand scheme of the story.
Right. So, in the overall aspect of the story, is he a villain?
No,
Right.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I
Because
don't think
he's not asking for it to be... He just wants to be loved.
Yeah.
And essentially.
That sounds like a dinosaur outside.
Something going on out there, boy. I might have to pause this whole production.
That's so funny. I was like, it's the villain.
Sorry, if you guys probably couldn't hear, but there was some
A
velociraptor.
child screaming like a dinosaur outside.
Yeah, a velociraptor out
And it
there.
just went with the villain. It was quite good actually.
But yeah, in the grand scheme,
Yeah.
it's I don't think so, because he just wants to be loved.
Yeah.
Or he just wants to feel wanted in a sense.
I feel like they're both kind of just being a little bit stupid though.
I don't know if he is though, because he says he's
No,
brought
'cause
it up every 6 months. Roughly.
Why? Leave. I'm sorry.
But
But
it's his wife.
if really and truly, if you're really unhappy enough to have this conversation every 6 months,
Yeah.
I don't have the energy.
Being sexually frustrated.
Every 6 months. That's a lot.
And you know what, for me, if I was to have that conversation and then she starts putting the effort,
It's fake.
yeah, I wouldn't feel right about
Yeah.
it, because it'd be like, she doesn't really want to do this.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't really turn me on the same way as if it was like in a natural
Yeah.
go of things.
Yeah. But also I think she needs to take accountability for not being like that
Yeah.
and take that step away. I've been in that situation, not fully like that, but like me and one of my partners were different wow, sexual levels. Could you imagine? That would be so awkward. Sexual levels, but you still have to take accountability that you're not the same.
Yeah.
Or there are other people out there that are the same as you.
Yes. Yes,
So
yes.
I feel like both of them should probably look that way and be like, okay, well, there's no point trying to make this person me,
Yeah.
because it's not going to happen. And I think the way I felt in that situation was, even if I did try to reach their level, it's like I'm being judged
Yeah.
on how far I'm going to reach. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like pressure on both sides, because the guy's going to think it's fake and she's going to be like, am I doing good enough?
Yeah.
It's just pointless.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well just find someone who's on your level.
Who's compatible.
Yeah.
Because he says that they're both compatible in the other aspects of life.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is very important.
Yeah.
But you can't deny that sex is...
But that's the thing.
Quite an important part of
if
life
it's an
too.
important part to you,
Yeah.
you're not compatible on levels that you need.
that you need.
You're compatible on levels that the world states.
So, sorry. So, if he goes out and cheats,
Villain.
but if he's
You don't need to do that if he already knows the situation.
Yeah.
He knows the situation.
But if he's expressed this, as he claims he has,
Yeah.
many a times, and, nothing goes about it,
Yeah.
let's say he tries to break up.
There's
She
no
doesn't
trying.
want
Just do it.
I don't know. I've never been married, so
Yeah.
I don't know how that goes. But
But you can still make that formal decision to not be with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, if you make a formal decision that we're not together, and you go about your business,
Yeah.
if you turn around and you're like, oh, like, I tried to break up with you, but I slept with somebody else. What do you mean you tried?
Yeah.
Yes, you might not agree, but you have to be assertive with what you want. And if he's doing this every 6 months, that's long.
Yeah, boy, I'm not gonna me. If we had the conversation once, and I've seen no progression.
Yeah, but that's, I think, all it should take for it not to be weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you have that conversation once and you're like, okay, let's change this up, no one's gonna, like, judge. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like if it happens every 6 months, you're waiting for a change. You're just gonna get more and more judgmental of anything that happens over the course of the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, one conversation, yeah, we should talk about this. And then we're going to have to go full speed ahead. Because at this point, we're not compatible.
Nah. Damn. But you should have.
Really and truly, though, how did you not realize this before you
that's
got
what I was
married?
about to say. Broski, I don't feel bad for you. Like, you're
Unless
married.
they did a quick one. You know, some people meet each other in a year, they get married that year, they do, you know what I mean? Really too
That's
fast.
silly.
It's
That's
quick.
silly.
It
You're
is
both
quick.
villains.
For some people, it works though.
You're both villains. I don't want to hear that, bro.
Yeah. Then
Harley Quinn and
I'm
Joker. Two
then I'm
dumbasses.
like, okay, cool.
No, I'm joking.
But yeah, no, you should have known that.
Yeah, I hear it. Only time you shouldn't really know is if you were both virgins. You waited until marriage.
Yeah.
As you know, everything should be.
Then you wouldn't really know, would you? Fairs.
Boy, I'm getting cussed out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for everyone listening, Kevin gets cussed out constantly for making noises.
Apparently, I'm tapping.
He doesn't sit still and he taps
No,
all the time.
you lot probably can't even hear it. So I'm just getting roasted for no reason.
It's very enjoyable for me to watch. But yeah, okay, so yeah, before you do the second one.
No, go ahead. I was just making sure.
Okay. I had actually, funnily enough, I had a conversation today with one of my work colleagues, and it kind of connects to the villain thing, because actually, no, it does. Because a lot of girls, I'd say, would call a guy a villain for ghosting.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, or just like randomly as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had a conversation with a guy that I worked with, and he gave me an explanation on ghosting, on why guys ghost.
Right.
So I want to know what you think about it.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any kind of like reasoning for you, or that you've seen, or that you understand of why men ghost women? Would you say it's something you've ever thought about or had an answer to?
Yeah, I mean, I don't ghost.
No.
I didn't ghost.
Yeah.
I would kind of make sure the conversation dies.
Let's kill it before
Slowly
we
kill
ghost.
it, yeah. But
Which
for
makes
me,
sense.
it would be stuff like, I don't know, let's say I met you on Tinder or Hinge or whatever.
Yeah.
We will call on over messages, but then like in person, I don't know, like me, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
So women who smoke, or whether it's cigarettes or weed or whatever,
Nah.
I don't find that attractive. So I kind of start to reel back.
Yeah.
And I could understand why a man would just not respond to you regardless.
Yeah.
Or, I meet up with her, hygiene is a bit poor.
What if it's someone that's like, that you've actually like, you've been dating, and like your vibe, like the vibe's fine, like you're blah blah blah, and then suddenly it all changes, or like the reasoning for ghosting them isn't something that direct.
I don't know. If I've been dating a woman for a little while, I wouldn't ghost her though.
Yeah.
I would I would have to tell her like, I'm just not feeling this anymore.
Right, which a lot of guys don't have the ability to do, so they ghost.
Right.
Right? So basically I was talking about it, and he was saying that as a male, he was like, the reason that a lot of guys ghost girls is to be able to keep the door open between them, right? So catch this. Because when he said it, I was quite like, I kind of understand it.
Right.
So basically, for example, if a guy and a girl stop talking, a girl, I know this, a girl their first aim is to get closure, right? I want to know why you ghosted me. I want to know why. What was the reasoning for you stop talking to me? Like, I need that kind of explanation for me to be able to go, okay, cool, and move on. That's like kind of how the girls' brain will work. They're like, just tell me. It's easy.
Yeah.
He was basically saying that a guy will just ghost and leave the conversation there without any closure so that they can return and the door hasn't closed. Yeah. So he's basically saying, like, if a guy gives the girl the closure they want, they're happy to walk away.
But that doesn't mean the door's closed though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is how it works in here.
Yeah, in their mind.
In a girl's brain, if you give me the closure, I will close the door.
Yeah.
If you don't give me the closure, in my head, that's always still open because I want to know why.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's kind of dumb. Because
Really?
if I've given you, if we've, how do I phrase this? We've had a grown up end to our relationship.
No, but we haven't.
No, but I'm saying,
Oh,
so
you're saying
I've
we
given you
have.
closure, yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying you've closed the door.
Yeah.
So that means you've closed the door and potentially nothing will ever happen again.
Mm.
But if I ghost you, so I've disrespected you,
Yeah.
you're still happy to bring me back into your life.
But that's what I'm saying to you. That it's not about the disrespect. It's about the door being closed because we want the closure.
Yeah.
So a guy can ghost you
Yeah.
and leave. So that's leaving the door open basically by not saying or giving you what you wanted.
Yeah.
So then if he comes back in months' time with that closure, you're still going to get it because you want it.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? And I understand it because I understand how a girl will want closure. Like there's people that I've spoken to that haven't told me why we stopped talking. And in like years' time, if they then come to me and were like, blah, 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 this is what happened, I'm still
Yeah.
going to listen because I didn't
Okay.
get it already.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm
No,
saying?
I understand that.
So for them, for some men, that's their way of keeping that connection open.
I hear it.
And
I get where you're coming
I've
from.
never heard it like that before.
Yeah.
And I was a bit like, I get it. Like, I weirdly understand it. But you have to have control, I think, as a woman to not allow that to happen. Because we
Yeah.
shouldn't want that to happen.
But is that, so the door open thing,
yeah.
is that a way for like something to happen between the two of you again?
It's just a communication door. Like, the ability to talk to somebody.
Okay, yeah.
Like, because, for example, if somebody tells me, we end it and there's closure and we know what it is.
Yeah.
In a year's time, you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd be more inclined to want to speak to them again though.
Yeah, but that's a whole new book.
Yeah, no, but
I'm
yeah, I hear
talking
that.
about that same connection that you had is still
But I
dragged
feel like,
out.
I get that, but I
Yeah.
feel like the connection will be dead in terms of like you won't want to give me that same chance again. I mean, there are some women out there that would. Oh, you know what? He's changed. I'll bring him
Yeah,
back into my
but
life.
like forgetting that though,
Yeah.
it's just the idea
Of
of
communicating.
being able,
Yeah.
like having accessibility
Yeah,
to that
yeah.
person.
I hear
That's
that.
literally
Toxicity.
it. Forget whatever. Yeah, forgetting whatever happens afterwards.
Yeah.
the ability to give that person access, so the man always has access.
That's crazy.
Yeah, by ghosting someone,
Yeah.
unless the woman is fully like, I don't want to say woke, but like understands what she wants and sticks by what she needs and what she wants, which is hard.
Mm-hmm.
He still has accessibility because she's gonna want that closure that she didn't get 3 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
right.
crazy.
Right.
I was like,
That's toxic as hell.
yeah.
I don't do none of that, boy.
But that's literally like how the brain works in terms of women and what they want.
Yeah.
The thought process of what they want. So that man will be the villain for years. But you still have access because you want the closure at some point. And you're probably going to get it eventually.
And if you don't,
Psh,
damn.
Pete, you waited a long time for nothing. You waited a long time for nothing. But I've never heard it said that
Put
way
like
before.
that. Yeah, I've never thought about it like that, to
Yeah.
be fair.
And I was pretty interested. I
Them
was like,
closure
that's
talks,
kind
man.
of interesting.
Them closure talks are needed though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but as a woman though, when a guy, like, because that was a guy who told me that, I was like, whoa. I was like, somebody comes back now. Watch me.
You're seeing
Delete.
that.
I see it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't be able to see it unless someone tells you. So,
Boy.
interesting. He said that. That ain't to do with me.
Hell no, boy.
Well, you're lucky, okay?
You're not gonna do your thing, boy.
Yeah. If anyone wanted to know about ghosting, there you go.
Yeah, if you don't ghost people, just
Yeah.
be grown up and tell them. Or if conversation is just clearly dying out, it's dying out. That's fine. But if everything's swimmingly good, and then you just ghost, you can't do that, man. That's sad, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Okay,
All right,
so
then. We got scenario number 2. Another Reddit post. And the title for this one is, I have only had sex with my long-term girlfriend, both of us 23. Cool.
Wait, what?
They're both 23 years old.
Oh. So they had sex 23. What does that mean?
Nah. So they're both 23 years old. Cool. So, hi. Sorry if the flair isn't the most apt. Basically, what the title says. I have been with my current girlfriend since we were 17, and she's been my first everything. Our sex life is amazing, and we have a solid relationship too. But then I see my friends sleeping around and wonder if I'm missing out on that lifestyle. Should I consider opening up the relationship? If anyone here has been in a similar situation, how did you work through it? I'm not open to breaking her trust in any case. There's a shorter one compared to the last one. So, is he a villain for considering opening the relationship? Or is he still a hero because he doesn't want to break her trust?
He's 23.
And they're both 23. The first everything. He doesn't. One thing is he doesn't state how long they've been together.
Yeah.
Which.
No, he said 17, no?
Or was it 17?
Yeah. I think he said they've been together since.
Oh, yes, you're right. Since we were 17. So 6 years.
6 years. Okay.
6 years since you were 17 was a long time to just have one partner. I'll be honest.
Obviously, everyone can only judge it based on their own experiences.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of relationships from that age onwards end
Tragically.
as you've got older.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have that rebel phase, if you want to call it that. So I don't know if he's bad for thinking that.
Nope. I don't think he is.
Yeah.
And
it's horrible.
And I feel like she might have the same thought too.
But she won't admit that.
She won't admit it.
Because I think, oh my God, what is that film? There's a film where there's like, it's this scenario. And oh my gosh, what is it? They're like together throughout college, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They split. Well, he decides, or she decides to leave to go to New York, I think, and like break up with her boyfriend because like they're going to different universities or something. He's like, let's just go our separate ways and do this. And then, we'll come back together once we've like adventured and whatever.
Right.
And she makes that decision. I'm sure it's her that makes the decision.
She regrets it.
And she regrets it because he finds someone new.
Yes. What movie
What
is this?
movie is that?
I know this movie you're talking
Yeah.
about. It's either a movie or a show, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
How to
she
Be
always
Single.
bumps. Is it How to Be Single?
And
Great.
she
she bumps into him.
and she's like, oh, well, I'm ready now. Let's do this
and then
again.
he's
and he
like,
goes,
I'm with someone.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right. So I think it's like a decision that a woman would want to make.
Yeah.
But also they know they're going to lose that person. So they won't make the decision.
Yeah.
Whereas a guy, I don't think they'd think about it like that, like this guy.
Yeah.
He's just thinking, is this a good idea or not?
Yeah.
They're not thinking about losing that person. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know if I don't think he's the villain. I wouldn't say he's a villain.
Because he hasn't acted on it. Is that why? I'll tell you one thing, brother. If you ever do hear this, opening your relationship, you're not going to like it. I've never done it, but I know you're not going to like it. Because you're not opening the relationship for just yourself. You're opening it for her too. Once another man is now introduced in your life, you're not going to like it. For sure. You might get a woman first. Maybe. You're going to love it. But it's easier for a woman to get a man. She's going to have more men coming over or being around her far more often than you're going to have women with you. It's a fact. Fact. No matter how pretty you are, she's prettier.
She's prettier.
So, don't do that.
I think, I don't know who would regret it more.
He would definitely regret it more. I feel like she would like it because she'd realize, wow, I actually get a lot of attention. Because remember, 17, usually, by the time you're 21, that's when you've fully grown into your adult self. So I'm assuming she's gone even prettier than how she was at 17. He's probably become a bit more handsome than whatever. But she hasn't used her full adult self in the adult world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also, I feel like we've spoken about this before, about like the time period of men and women after a breakup.
Yes, I think
we
you
have,
brought it up. Yeah.
So I feel like in this situation, because obviously it's kind of his decision.
Yeah.
He would go off the rails immediately.
It's like, yes.
And then regret it.
Yeah.
Whereas
I miss her.
Eventually he'd be like, oh, this isn't what I want.
Yeah.
And then she would do the opposite and not see anyone for maybe years.
And then realize. And
then fall in love with somebody because she's grown herself to be better than him.
It's back.
See what I'm saying? Because she took the time to heal and grow into the woman she's destined to be. And it's not with him.
Yeah.
Whereas it would be the opposite for him.
Yeah.
So maybe he'd regret it more.
So boy, you are a villain for thinking it, brother. Because you about to lose everything.
It might just be a loss.
Yeah.
But this is also a problem that I think is happening now in terms of dating. Like that idea that the grass is greener on the other side is consistent.
Yeah,
everyone believes that that's literally what it is until they get to the other side and they're like,
Like let me tell you something. Sex is sex.
Yeah.
No matter who you're having it with, it's just a feeling that lasts however long you last it.
That's up to you.
Yeah, that's up to you. However long that lasts, it's just a feeling.
Yeah.
That after feeling or before feeling that you have outside of intercourse is really what resonates and lasts.
Yeah.
And that's what you feel on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
So take it from someone who had their phase. It's fun, 100%. And I do always suggest, if you are someone who wants to be adventurous and doesn't want to be tied down so early, explore.
Get it done.
Yes, go have your phase, because as you see, he's young and he's thinking, Yeah. So if you get that out of the way, once you get to my kind of ages, the near 30s, 30 pluses, whatever.
You're content.
You don't really, you might see a situation and it might entice you, but because you've been there, you've done it. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been there, done it before, you're more likely to want to go into the situation and get yourself into some trouble. So yes, intercourse is just a feeling for this amount of period. The other stuff is what counts. And that's the grass you should really be thinking about. Yeah. Not the small patch of grass over there. Yeah, the small patch of astroturf.
There was a quote that was like, oh, I don't want to see if the grass is greener on the other side. I want to water mine.
Yes.
It's clicking thing that you've got going on.
But you should. He's got a good relationship by the sounds of it. From 6 years young all the way to mid-20s almost, and
sounds
still
like
together.
You just need to develop it.
Yeah, you just need to develop it. But brother, if you're hanging around with people who are out there having fun, you're always gonna want to be out there having fun too.
And also, really and truly, his friends that are out there having fun. Yeah. If he really spoke to them, are they really having that much fun?
Right.
Because when they go home, are they having fun?
Yeah, because
you go home to fun.
Like, honestly, when I was having my time period, friends who were in relationship, I mean, damn, I kind of wish I had that.
Yeah.
But
they're always looking at you the same way.
So I'm just lucky I'm someone who's comfortable being alone. So it wasn't like, it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
But I heard a quote, the grass isn't greener on the other side, it's astroturf.
Facts.
It's a fact.
Facts. It's fake.
The astroturf is
that is a good quote for social media. Social media is astroturf. Social media is the astroturf. All the girls are looking at us. They're not what's in your real life. Yeah. It's astroturf.
You know what? That's another thing.
Yeah.
What you're seeing on this explore page you're not going to be seeing out there on.
Your explore page is full of villains.
Ooh, I love Harley Quinns and Jokers
Full of villains.
and Two Faces.
Full of
Yeah,
villains.
that's not like honestly. That's
Yeah.
not people that you're gonna interact with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And if you do
Jeez.
see them, you're most likely not gonna get them. You know why? Because they're looking at the Premier League football player, the NBA player, the NFL players,
The unreachable
the
targets.
possible social media stars. You know what I'm saying? but
Yeah.
but yes,
seriously.
the unreachable targets.
Unreachable targets.
You're not one of them. So don't cut what's good for something that's not really attainable.
Nah, the AstroTurf
For the
is killing me.
Yeah.
He's killing me. That's a good one. I'm gonna write that on my Instagram as soon as we leave. Yeah, I'm gonna do a poll as well and be like, facts. It's AstroTurf for true.
No, it's true. That's actually a very good quote.
That's a good
Thank you for
one.
that, Jasmine.
Yeah, thank you so much. AstroTurf. Me like that one there. Wow. I'm still stuck.
Did you have
That's
anything
true.
else to bring up?
Okay, one thing I did quickly was when I was thinking about being a villain in a relationship,
Yeah.
it was my initial thought was the ability to put your needs first.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of people end up making those compromises constantly because they don't want to be the bad guy or
Right.
they don't want to be the one that ruins it
Yeah.
or they don't want to be that person. So I feel like the way I would look at it was about, yeah, like sometimes if you end up putting yourself first or like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Or I don't want to do this. I want to
Yeah.
do this. It like you then become the villain in the relationship because you're ruining the enjoyment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I feel like there's so many ways to look at being the villain. It's
There's
a
no
little
one
bit,
true
yeah.
road.
Yeah.
It leads, yeah.
But like you gotta do what you want to do. If that makes me a villain,
Don't fully listen to her. you should. If you're in a committed relationship,
yeah, compromise is compromise.
Compromise.
Agreed, but not everything.
not everything. Yes.
You can't be
Before you lead some young
astray. You can't always
Yeah.
be the latter decision.
Yes.
Because a lot of people do that. Like, even sometimes I find, like, I like to do stuff for other people or, like, please them in ways of, like, making them happy and what they want to do. So then I'll be like, oh, mine will come second. It's fine. I'm not really that bothered.
Yeah.
But deep down, I kind of wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then I'm like, oh, I don't want to be the bad person. But
Yeah.
now, boy, I'm going to be the villain. I'm going to do that. I want to do that.
So, some advice on that is you can let them have their fun,
Yeah.
but you should also put a day to have your fun. So
Communication.
as a partner, if my missus wanted to do something
Yeah.
and I wanted to do something on the same day, cool. Like either she would go do what I wanted to do that day, and they'll be like, all right, cool. Next
do
week,
that.
or we'll go do that.
Yeah.
So compromise in that way. Don't.
Yeah.
I still agree completely with what Saskia said. Still have your fun. Don't
Yeah.
make your life your partner's life, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because that's
Live for
that's
you.
that's a road to
Treacherous.
yeah,
Treacherousness.
treacherous astroturf-ish kind of road.
The AstroTurf is really good. Can't wait to write this down. If anyone wants that quote, I might write it.
It'll be on one of our reels.
Oh, it's a good one. That's going to be the title of the quote, the reel, the title. Thank God.
Thank you for that, Jasmine.
Thank you so much.
But yes, we've unfortunately come to an end.
We have,
after
once
another
again.
lovely conversation of getting to know Saskia and Kevin.
I was about to say, wait, you're not going to say you? Okay, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, that was enjoyable. I hope you guys have come to terms with the fact that you're a villain
In someone's story for sure.
You're not always the hero. No matter how you look at it, there is a negative to what you did too. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. Or someone will believe there is.
Yeah. I would say send one in. But what I'll ask this time is, if you see any Reddit stories similar to those that we read, send them through and we can read it. You can hear our opinions on it. I can give you some good life advice because I'm the best. I'm joking.
I go to Kevin, so
We could give some good life advice.
Yeah.
And just some jokes on the overall topic. But yes,
because we do that.
because we do that. But don't forget to, subscribe, to like, listen to us on Spotify too. Follow us on our social media pages at frameofmind.pod. Ding. And yes, thank you for listening as always.
And then don't forget, love us and leave us.